Hello guys, this is my third video of all time. I usually don't drink, but for some reason I really like this one. I like this drink a lot. Um, anyway, I'm gonna drink. It's almost done. Let me drink this first. Today we're gonna talk about anal sex. Anal sex is the penetration of a penis into the anal area. Okay, that's the definition of anal sex. With the risk of HIV, somewhere I read that mostly it's the bottom that have the higher risk. If you're not wearing any condoms, it's the bottom that has the highest possibility of getting HIV. It's because if the top is positive and you're not practicing any safe sex, and if he comes inside you, then the possibility of getting HIV is higher because of the small tear in your anal sphincter, in your anus, and that would be an open wound, which would mean your possibility of getting HIV or any other sexually transmitted disease is higher than the top. So that means using condom is really essential, and you want to make sure that the top which means is the active, they call it the active person, which means he's the top, meaning he's the one fucking, should be wearing condoms all the time, like all the time during the sexual act. Because sometimes people pretend that they wear condoms and in the middle of it they remove it. That's pretty normal. And some people just basically outright lie that, oh, okay, I like condoms, whatever. But honestly, well, for me personally, I don't like condoms. But it's a personal choice. That way, you want to make so for the bottom, just make sure that the top wears the condom all the time, all the way through, all the way till they come, and make sure that it's not the condom didn't break, and make sure that he's wearing the condom all the way through, because sometimes I'm telling you they remove it without you knowing it, of course. Um, okay, let's go on to cleaning. Obviously, being a bottom meaning the receiving end of the anal sex, the one getting fucked. That means the bottom. I'm telling you, you have to clean your ass. So I'm not making fun of it, but nothing stops being horny compared to a dirty ass. I mean, for me, if I'm topping, nothing turns off the ambience or makes it boring or yucky than smelling poop. It's just not it's just not very appealing, sexual appealing. Okay, so there's two things that you could do when you're cleaning your ass. Okay, so one thing you could do is this is an old one, but it's clean though. It's what you call a fleet enema. A fleet enema is the cleaning of your ass using this paraphernalia. Okay, this is called a fleet enema. This is every country is different, but it's everybody knows in the pharmacy or wherever it's called fleet enema. Okay, you could put they put sodium phosphate, dibasic, but anywhere it doesn't matter, water, whatever. Make sure the water is clean, and you want to make sure when you put this on, you put the water all the way up. You close it really tight, and this tip comes off like this, and usually there's lube already set in here. So either you put it sitting down on the toilet, but sometimes it's not comfortable. You want to sit it on your see it shows you on your left side because of the position of your intestines. It's better facilitated when you're on your left side with um, one knee bended, and you're on your left side. Okay, so and then you push it all the way up, and you squeeze this. You squeeze it all the way until there's no water in it. Okay, or of course you have to fill it up the way up here, and then you squeeze it all the way, and then you hold it, and then you release the water with the poop, of course. So the process is cleaning your ass. You want to do this 3 or 4 times to make sure that it's very, very clean. That there's no poop that's left behind. That's the most essential part. So this paraphernalia is usually used only once because it is disposable. But sometimes when you're in a hurry or you have no time, you want to just make sure that it's all clean. Clean inside out, and you can use it probably 3 or 4 times until it's not usable anymore. And there are some that are There are some of these that are not disposable, which is more practical. It's more expensive, but it will last you forever. Okay. Now the other way of doing it is this tube. Okay. This tube is attached. For example, this one is, for example, is attached to the shower head. You know, your shower head or your faucet. You want to make sure that this fits, obviously, and this will go to your. Sometimes you can buy those little rubber tubing to clean your ass. You can buy it at a sex shop or online. I usually go to cheaplubes.com. Usually they have cheap ones there too. So a plastic um, connector that attaches to this one, where you put it in your ass, and this one goes to the shower head or your faucet. You want to make sure it's the correct connector, because different countries have different, obviously different types of connector like this. See, this one goes all the way, go up down, and you squeeze it, make sure it's all the way in, and you don't want to force it, because if you force it, then it breaks the ring on the shower head. You want to make sure that it smoothly tightens up. You know, you don't want to force it. If you force it, then it's gonna leak. The water is gonna leak. So you want to force it all the way up, and then this one comes in different sizes. This is probably about, I don't know, 20 inches. So it depends on how high your shower is and how long you want it to be. Then you want to make sure it's the right size. Again, you can use it. You can clean your ass 3 or 4 times depending on the size of the dick of your partner. But obviously, the cleaner the better. If you want to have um, multiple partners on that night or whatever, or quite big dick, then you want to make sure it's very, very clean, because then it messes up the ambience, the sexiness. Me personally, I don't like. Well, when you do perform anal sex, you want to be honest with your partner. For example, for me, I don't like fingers or any toys, or for that matter, up my ass. I only allow tongue and dick up my ass, to be honest with you. So I don't do like fingering. Oh, I hate that. I don't like that, or I don't like any dildos or any toys up my ass. So only dick and tongue are allowed. Tongue, I mean, if someone really wants to eat my ass, that's fine, but no dick or inanimate objects up my ass. So you wanna make sure you express that to your partner. So what else? Did I miss? Oh, I missed some positions. Okay, the positions with anal sex. Well, just like any. Well, it's not like any, because the hole is at the back, right? So you could do a doggy style, which is it's hard to. Anyway, a doggy style. You know what a doggy style is. The other way would be with your back, on your back, which is hard for me to demonstrate because I'm pretty heavy. With your back, with your legs up in the air. Okay, some men like that, or if you're heavy like me, you can be on your side with your knees bent, or on all fours, which means similarly to doggy style, but this time with your ass a little bit higher than the rest of your body. What else? On your back, on your tummy, flat, on your back, on your back, no, on your prone position. Okay, with your ass up in the air, that would be a best position for me, because I'm a heavier person. Or you could just stand up and bend over. That's a position too. That's about it I could handle. Or with you standing up and maybe on a washing machine or a laundry or a table, maybe with your legs, one leg up on the table, that would be a position as well. So you wanna experiment, if you want to do that. I don't think I have added other. Um, oh, if you want to get fucked like bare, and you want your partner to come in your ass, you want to make sure that your partner doesn't have any STDs. If you don't care, that's your responsibility. Because you might get some STDs, or even HIV, or chlamydia, gonorrhea, on and on, syphilis, any warts maybe. So that's your own risk. So yeah, you want to make sure that you have a complete history of your partner's um, sexual relationships prior. But sometimes you can't really rely on that, because sometimes they lie, oh you're the only one, or they lie if they have any um, STDs. So it's a bit of a risk doing the raw meaning no condoms situation. But again, it's your own. Let me get a drink. It's your own risk, you know. Jack Daniels, my favorite whiskey. So that's all for now. This is my third ever video, so I'm glad that I have like I'm glad that I'm doing this. It's kind of weird having my third video, but I'm kind of getting used to it. Not 100%, but you know that my looks, you know the way I'm doing my eye coordination, my communication with you guys. Um, I tend to look away from you guys. I'm just not used to it. So I'm trying to be better on doing this. Again, guys, thank you for subscribing. If you have any questions or suggestions you want me to talk about, let me know. Um, any haters, that's fine as well. You know, we can't please everybody. Um, what else? I'll be starting a video on my life. Well, actually, it's a book that I'm writing, and watch for it. I'm gonna do it by section, so it will be more organized. So just letting you know, I'm having the my life, my bio book, and I'll keep you updated. Okay, so like this video, subscribe, please tell your friends. Yeah, any questions or any suggestions, let me know. Thank you. Bye.